Bath time. Life's an everyday adventure. That's my philosophy. Evenings in our house usually include a bath. While I don't mind getting all cleaned up, it's a sign that the day is over and adventures too must come to an end. Well, not tonight. Tonight I will keep the adventures rolling. The idea came to me when we were eating dinner. "Molly, you seem lost in your thoughts. Would you care to share what's on your mind?" my mother asked. "I'm just working on another adventure," I responded, with my eyebrows wiggling with each idea. "That's wonderful, Miss Molly. Something for tomorrow?" my father asked with interest. "Actually, I'm planning something for tonight," I said, still lost in thought. "Tonight?" my mother questioned. "Tonight you'll have to take a bath, Molly. I am not sure there'll be time for much else," she reasoned. As we were finishing our dinner, my toes were a-tingling in my moccasins. I knew I was onto something. Bath time was the key to the adventure. So I thought, what kind of adventure can happen in a bathtub? I ate my last bit of broccoli and asked to be excused. As I walked into my room to prepare for my bath time adventure, it hit me. I'll imagine all the places I could be in the weightless water. I gathered the necessary ingredients. Sunglasses were a must, as were my floating rubber fish. I was fairly certain that beyond the bubbles in the water, I would require some bubbles in the air. I grabbed everything and skipped to the bathroom. I set the temperature for the water to just the perfect warmth. Then I tossed in my favorite pink bubble bath and let the weightless world fill up the tub. I hopped into the tub carefully as I kept my moccasins on and did not want to get them too wet. I hung my feet over the side of the tub and let the adventure begin. I closed my eyes, but it was still too bright, so I put on my sunglasses. Next thing I knew, I was in the middle of the ocean on a fine, sunny day. The waves were lapping against me as I floated happily with all of my friendly fish. Suddenly, I remembered I forgot to add the fish. I stepped out of my imagination for a moment, grabbed all of my friendly floating fish, and tossed them in the tub with me. I adjusted my sunglasses, laid back down into the wonderful, bubbly ocean, and relaxed. The friendly fish kept touching me as the water moved in the tub. I imagined they were all kissing me. I felt like the queen of the ocean. After a while, I realized the water was not as warm as I usually like it. So I popped up, took off my sunglasses, and added some more warm water. As I did, the bubbles were multiplying far faster than I could believe. So once the bath was warm again, I turned off the water and laid back down. This was such a different feeling than the ocean. Now I was resting upon the white puffy clouds in the sky. Oh, how incredible it was! This time my eyes were open, and I noticed something was missing. This will do the trick. I blew a bunch of bubbles into the air, and it was the most magical cloud wonderland ever created. Ah! "Molly, dear, are you okay in there?" my mother asked from outside the door. It startled me, but I quickly responded, "Oh yes, just relaxing." Little did she know, I was about to hit outer space. I didn't have a spacesuit, but my moccasins were all the uniform I required for this space journey. The bubbles in the air had gone, and the bubbles in the bath had lessened, so all was almost perfect. I wet a washcloth, placed it over my eyes, and allowed the world to be nice and dark. Then I let my ears fall beneath the water. Wow! Now I was definitely weightless in outer space. Even my water-filled ears added to the experience of being far, far away. I started to daydream about the planets I might see and the stars we might pass on this fantastic space odyssey. I took a deep breath of the delicious spaceship air and realized that all that dreaming had made me rather sleepy. So as not to fall asleep in the tub, I quickly finished my bath routine. Unfortunately, this meant taking off my moccasins to give my feet a good scrub. Soon I was all clean and all dry. I hopped into bed and decided to tell my parents a story, rather than them telling me one. I told them all about my bath time adventures. Now I know that it is never too late for an adventure, no matter what time of day or night. Molly Moccasins, everyday adventurer.